In this video tutorial, we're going to learn the Japanese words for a school period. First period, second period, third period, and so on, so that we can talk about our school timetable. Now we're going to start here with an example, which is first period, and we're going to build it up step by step. Now to begin with, we need the number 1. That's very straightforward, so that gives us ichi. Then the next thing we add is this character here, with a sun on the left, and a temple on the right, which you should already know is the character meaning time or hour in the sense of o'clock. It's pronounced ji, and ichiji would be 1 o'clock. But we're going to modify that now by adding this character here, which consists of a gate, and here we've got the left-hand part of the gate, and then the right-hand part of the gate over here. This is an ancient pictograph of an actual Chinese gate. And peeking through the middle is the sun, and it represents a gap or an interval, a space between. And by extension, it's also used for time to mean a period of time. So we've taken ichiji, we've added this character, which is pronounced kang, and we now have ichiji kang, which is no longer 1 o'clock, but the period of an entire hour. So that would be like 1 hour long. I think you can see where we're going with this. Finally, to turn 1 hour long ichiji kang into first period, we're going to add this character on the end, down on the left, across on the right, fill in the middle, left to right, 1, 2, and then close our box. And you will probably recognize that as the character meaning eye, as in what you see with. Now you may well be wondering why I on the end of ichiji kang, or 1 hour long, would turn it into first period. But actually, this character meaning I is also used like the English nd and st in terms of first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this character for I, which is pronounced me, added to ichiji kang, 1 hour long, makes 1 hour long into the first hour long, which is of course the equivalent of our first period. Now to change ichiji kang me, first period, into second period, of course, is very straightforward. We've just changed the character for 1 to the character for 2, and we get ni jikan me. Similarly, third period would be san. There's the character for san. San jikan me. There's only one period that you have to really watch out for, and that's the next one. It's fourth period. Of course, we're going to start with the character for 4, down on the left, across, and down on the right without taking our pen off. Fill in the middle strokes, 1, 2, and close our box off. And that's, of course, how we're going to write fourth period. But instead of pronouncing it yon jikan me, we're going to stick to the system that we've already learned for 4 o'clock, and we're going to make sure that we remember to say yojikan me. Yojikan me. Then we've got go jikan me, and there's go. There we have the stroke order. Go jikan me, fifth period, and finally roku jikan me, or sixth period. There we have the number 6, down on the top, across, and then left to right on the bottom. Roku jikan me, sixth period. And finally, we have what period. Now to say what period, you simply substitute the number for the word what, which is nan, when you combine the word with other characters or kanji, and you get nan jikan me. Now you may recall the kanji over here is made up of two different elements. The one on the left is a squashed up kanji meaning a person. Just to remind you, that's what the kanji looks like here when it's a full kanji in its own right. But when you squish it up and make it an element, part of another kanji, then it changes to this very slimline form. Then the right-hand side actually used to mean a load on your back. And we can remember this character by saying, what has the man got on his back? The next stroke goes on top, and that might be the pole that the guy's got on his shoulder as he's carrying his heavy load. Here's the load here, here's the big box on his back across and round without taking your pencil or pen off. Finish off your box, and then finally here's a string hanging down from that pole to stabilize the whole thing. And there you have nan jikan me, what period. Remember, a school period is a specific time, so it must be followed with specific time particle ni. So if you want to say, I will study Japanese in fourth period, it's 4時間目に日本語を勉強します. And that's it for school periods.